Yo, what's up guys, it's Melontosh here and I'm back with the GPC Week 1 for you guys today, and we're going up against a very scary opponent, against Schady, and the Bayern Munich, who is in the PPL. He's an absolutely amazing battler, but we're going to have to try and beat him today, and it's going to be very, very, very tough. It's really hard week 1. Unfortunately, there was no team builder for you guys this week, and I'm really sorry. I've been so pushed for time. I've been up country dealing with family stuff, and then I've been away with friends and stuff this week, and I'm knackered and I've got a cold, and all I've been thinking about is a time when my nose hasn't been blocked, and I've just been daydreaming about that time. And then I was playing tennis, and I pulled a ligament in the leg, and now all I'm thinking about is the times where I didn't have a pulled ligament in my leg, and just remembering when running was fun. So so we're going up against Schady in the Bayern Munich. Very quickly before we go into the battle, I'm going to run over the team. I mean, very quickly. We've got the 3 best friends that anyone can have, but it doesn't quite fit. Oh my lord, I meant to have reversal in here. With a choice band, arena trap, of course, with 2 in attack, 72 in defense, and 184 and a jolly nature, making me outspeed his shot fastest one, which is base 110, being Frostlass and Mega Diancie. Next, we've got Roadman, a regular Steelix, of course. Not really sure about the nickname, but you guys can let me know, of course. And in fact, I may as well have the thing that's called Schady. We've got Stealth, Earthquake, Toxic, and Raw. We've got 248 in HP, 252 in defense, 8 in special defense with Careful Nature. Means I can take an Earth Power from a Diancie and a Fire Blast from a Salamence, and then fire back with a Raw or an Earthquake or whatever I want to do. Mostly Earthquake if it's Salamence or Toxic or something like that, but it's more to do with the Diancie, if I'm honest. So next up is Homer, the Snorlax with leftovers immunity. I do not want this thing getting toxic at all. With Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Toxic, and Rest, it's going to deal with Miltank, and he's got a very scary team. In fact, maybe I should go over that team real quick now. I know that's super unprofessional, but you know what? That's just me right now because I'm in such a rush. He's got Jirachi, Salamence, Diancie, Keldeo, Golurk, and Miltank, followed up by Amoonguss, Skuntank, Ludicolo, Frostlass, and Machoke. So it's a pretty scary team if you ask me. I think he's going to bring Jirachi, Salamence, Diancie, Skuntank, Keldeo, and I'm not really sure about the 5th one. Maybe Golurk or Miltank. I'm not sure. I would say probably Miltank. He could bring Amoonguss as well, which you guys will see I've planned for it anyways, because I don't want to not have any plans for it. So that's what Snorlax does. We then got Noodles, the Assault Vest, Tango Growth, who can basically deal with Keldeo all of the time. With Regenerator, Assault Vest, Hidden Power, Ice Gig, Drain, Knockoff, and Fire Focus Blast. You can also deal with that Salamence, because Salamence is actually a bit of a problem for my team. I don't actually have that many 4 times weakness, 4 times coverage for it, which I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but you know what? I've gone with it. I've gone with it all the time. In fact, I think I might just change this to Ice Fang. We'll see. We then got Red Bull, Absolute, who's my win condition. I think he's got Knockoff, Sucker Punch, Play Rough, and Sword Stance. If I can get a Sword Stance, I can do so much damage to his team. Again, to outspeed a Mega Diancie. We then got Bruce, our Crobat, which completely walls a Amoonguss with Safety Goggles in focus. I do not want in focus whatsoever. I want Infiltrate. Don't know why that's there. Roost, Brave Bird, U-Turn, and Super Fang, because I know once again Amoonguss, he's going to want to get out of that. So I'm going to go for Super Fang. He may switch in a wall, but not many of his walls have reliable recovery. So Super Fang was really useful, just to wear his team down for Red Bull to sweep him. Sweep him. So that's going to be the team. I'm going to message Schady, and I will see you guys just before the battle. Okay guys, we're about to go into the match. Schady has literally just sent the challenge. I did end up changing Ice Fang for Toxic on Steelix so I could do more damage to the Salamence, and that means I changed Sheer Force for Sturdy. But let's get straight into this match and see what he did end up bringing. This is actually crazy. Okay, so he brings pretty much exactly what I predicted, which is really cool. That's really lovely for me as I'm going to close this. He says, good luck, have fun. I'm going to say, good luck, have fun. I'm going to say, good luck, have fun. I'm going to ignore spectators in case he posts it in the chat, but I do not mind if he does post it in the chat. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to tell everyone, ignored specs, BT dubs. Ignoring specs. Spectators, you might think something choice specs. Okay, so he brought the Keldeo, the Salamence, the Diancie, the Skuntank, the Jirachi, and the Amoonguss. Okay, so this is cool. I think I can win this. I can is the big word in that. Of course I can win this. Let's go. So I wonder who he wants to lead with. I can trap the Skuntank, I can trap the Diancie, and I can track the Jirachi with my 3 best friends that anyone can have. So that's really cool. I think he might lead with Keldeo, predicting me to lead with that. So I may just lead with Tangrowth, because if he leads with Diancie, Tangrowth does well as well. If he leads with Ment, Tangrowth does well. If he leads with Skuntank, Tangrowth can do okay. Not great, but I can just switch out into Homer here. So that's cool. I think that's gonna be my plan. Yeah, I'm gonna lead with Noodles here. I'm gonna lead with Noodles. He leads with Salamence. Okay, that's really cool for me. The question is, there's no way he's staying in here. Like, no way he's staying in here. But I don't want to make an over prediction on turn 1, so I'm just going to fire over Hidden Power Ice as he does, of course, switch out. As I do reveal the Hidden Power Ice, he goes into the Amoonguss. So that's cool. What I can do right here now is I can just go straight out into my Crobat, because Crobat is a 100% counter to this thing. I've got the safety goggles, which is perfect for me. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So I'm going to go into the safety goggles here. Into the safety goggles, into Bruce, my Crobat, who has the safety goggles, of course. Of course. So I'm going to go into my Crobat, as hopefully he just goes for a Spore or something. He does pull a double out into his Jirachi, actually. So that's really cool. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go for a U-turn and find out if this thing is scarfed or not. So I'm going to go for the U-turn. This thing is not scarfed. So I wonder what item it is. So I'm actually just going to go out into my Roadman here. Yeah, that's going to be my plan. I'm going to go out into my Roadman here. And we do see he has Defog in terms of Skuntank, as he just gets up his rocks. That's really cool for me. I am just going to get up my own rocks as he goes for a U-turn. That's going to do absolutely poo damage to me whatsoever. So that's really cool. I am just going to get my rocks up straight off the bat. I do not have Defog on this team, but he is Defog. So he goes down to his Ments. So... I mean, I could just Ice Fang, but I mean, I'm on -1 attack. Or what's he going to do? Fire Blast, probably. I think I'm going to go into Homer. I'm going to run a calc quickly. So, Steelix at -1 with Ice Fang does about half to this thing. He could have Reliable Recovery. We haven't seen the item yet. If he gets up a D-Dance, I can just go back out into Homer here, into Steelix. If he goes for Outrage, I can do the same. There's no way he's going for Outrage. So I think Homer's my player. I think he's going for Fire Blast. Yeah, I'm just going to go out to Homer here, see what he wants to do. He may want to predict and go for a Toxic or something. He does go for the Fire Blast, which is cool from me. Okay, he does only just 21%, and we do see the Life Orb on this thing. So we know we're dealing with a Life Orb Ment, which is really, really useful for me. And what I'm going to do is I don't see him going out into Skuntank here. I can just go for Earthquake if he does, or Jirachi. So I'm just going to fire for Toxic. I'm just going to fire a Toxic, as that Fire Blast did about 20% to me. So he may be able to figure out my set. I don't think he can do anything that can take me out. So I am just going to fire off this Toxic right here. That's going to be my game plan. If he goes down to Skuntank, I'm just going to fire off an Earthquake and do some damage. So we do know this is Life Orb Ment. So let's write that down quickly. Orb. So Ment is Life Orb. So you're not Lumberry, you're Life Orb. So Fire Blast to my Snorlax. Oh my gosh, I made a big mistake. Okay, so he goes down to the Jirachi here on my Toxic, which is a really good play from him. But what I can actually do is I can actually eat any hit he wants to go for and just go for an Earthquake. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to go to my team. And I'm going to import the team into my damage calculator really quick. Like, that's something I should have done before, and that's very bad of me, but oh well. It's done now. It's done now for sure. He just goes for a U-turn here. I wonder what he's going to go back into. As he goes back into the Amoonguss. Okay, that's cool. That's cool for me. I'm just going to go for an Earthquake here. As, I mean, he can pull a double again, but I'm just going to go out into my bat, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to go out to my bat here. I could go out into Tangrowth as well, but I just want to go out to my bat here. Bruce is on pretty good health still, but I want to get a rest off soonish. I would like to get a rest off soonish. So do put a double out here. Let's see if he wants to switch out as well. If he doesn't switch out, he goes to the Spores. I just go into my Crobat. He now knows my Crobat is indeed Safety Goggles. And, I mean, what's his switch in? Maybe Jirachi? Yeah, Jirachi was last time. Jirachi was last time. So I think I'm going to U-turn here. I'm going to go, if he goes on to Jirachi, I'm going to go into Steelix and I'm going to click Ice Fang. That's going to be my play here, as he does go out into the Diancie, actually. So that's cool for me. So Diancie. I mean, So let's run a calc here with trio. Dog trio, 3 best friends against a Diancie. If you are offensive, my earthquake is going to take you out. If you are defensive, you have max HP. If you have max HP, I'm not going to be able to take you out, but that's regular Diancie. So, I mean, the likelihood of him being, if he's max defense, then good for him. I mean, even if he's bold max defense, what am I going to do? 252 bold. Then 252 bold, I do pretty much take this thing out. So I'm just going to go for an earthquake here. I'm definitely going to outspeed. I've got him trapped, so I'm just going to go for an earthquake, and I should be able to take out the Diancie with my Doug Trio, which is really, really cool for me. Really, really cool for me. Crobat coming in clutch. So far, so good. Hopefully this takes this thing out. I really, really need the Doug Trio. Take this thing out for me, please. I'm begging you. I'm absolutely begging you. Doug Trio, man. Come on. You're the 3 best friends that anyone could have, man. You're the 3 best friends that anyone can have. I'm ill. I pulled my ligament. I can't play tennis. Just take out the Diancie. I've got Arena Trap. I'm banded. I can go for an earthquake, and that's a huge threat out of the way. Take it out. The trio. Doug Trio. Doug Trio. Doug Trio. Come on, man, please. Please, man. Come on. Doug Trio. Oh, okay, so I think he's just trying to think what he can do afterwards. I'm thinking, I mean, I guess he goes into, I don't know, I think Doug Trio is a problem for him. I think he goes into the Salamence after this. He can get up a D-Dance, which means I didn't go for a Fire Blast, so I'm just going to go out to Steelix, which means I don't really have a very good check to Jirachi, but it's not Choice Scarf, which means that my Absol can outspeed it. I have a feeling it's Cobbleberry. So what I want to do is I want to try to get up a Sucker Punch. I go for Earthquake, and I take out the Diancie with my Doug Trio. Yes, Doug Trio. So he now may know that I'm banded. He may know that I'm banded, because if I was not banded, if I had the no item thing, I would not have taken him out unless he is, because he did not Mega Evolve. I mean, I might have had a chance to make him out. It depends on his set. So he goes for he says RIP here. He goes into his Ments. Ments. Okay. Okay, Salamence. Salamence here. Just Dance, let's say, with the Life Orb. I mean, he may not be Dragon Dance, but it's pretty much the same. Obviously he's gonna take me out. To my Snorlax Homer. I mean, Outrage is gonna 2-KO me, but if he goes for Outrage, I then can just go into Steelix. But Snorlax is then really low. But Snorlax is cool because Dance is gone. So I think Snorlax is my switch in here. Yeah, I think Snorlax is my switch in here. Let's see what he wants to go for. But I think Snorlax is my switch in. As he goes for, he just goes for a Draco. That does not take me out. He's at minus attack. I can now, okay. Because he's minus, I mean, he went for Draco. He might be just special. He might just be straight up special. Draco should do 30 to 40%. And that did 40%, 42. So actually, I think he might be 252 in special attack. 252 in special attack does 43 to 40 at 51. So we don't really know, actually. I mean, either way, I'm gonna go into Steelix here, Roadman, and Fire Blast would take me out, but you, of course, -2. Fire Blast is about 50%. I think I'm just gonna go for the rest here, in case he misses or something, or decides he wants to switch out. But I mean, I just think, I mean, I could go out into Tangrowth. Yeah, that could be a good play. But then, if Tangrowth gets critted or something, if Tangrowth gets the critted, he does nothing to me. If Tangrowth gets critted, then I have nothing for Kelly, which I'm really thinking is going to be Scarfed. Huh. What else does Snorlax do this game? It's really good against Jirachi, but when am I going to get a rest up? realistically, not very likely. So I'm just going to go for a rest here. Amoongus is the only thing, but I've got a really good switch in Crobat. So I'm just going to go for a rest here. As he's taking his time to make a decision, I mean, because if I go into Steelix here and he goes for a Draco, because I don't know if Fire Blast is going to take out Snorlax. Depending on his set, he may not take out Snorlax. Yeah, Fire Blast is not going to take me out. So he has to go for Draco, and then again, it's a roll. So I'm just going to rest up here. That's definitely my best play. If he has a physical move, now's the time to go for it. He does just go for an Outrage. Cool. So Mence is going to go down now, because what I can just do is I can just go out into Steelix. Easiest switch-in of my life. And I can just go for an Ice Fang, and it's going to take him out, which is really, really cool. So he goes for an Outrage. That is good. He's going to crit me. It does 33%, which is nothing. I'm just going to go for an Ice Fang. Hopefully I can hit this. I do hit this, and I take out the Salamence, which is awesome. So we're 5-4 up against Schady, as he did reveal the Outrage as well. I'm not sure what kind of Salamence set that was. It was a cool set, but hopefully we're doing okay. So Salamence is gone, which is really, really cool. So, okay. So Keldeo is still a massive threat. Skuntank's a problem. Jirachi is also cool, but I can just wall it with Steelix, I'm pretty sure. I'm feeling good with Absol, but what I want to do is I want to try and, if Jirachi takes something out, I can come in with Dugtrio, and I can just go for an Earthquake. I'm going to outspeed it. He comes in with this thing. So my question now is, what does Steelix do for me? Because if I go out into Noodles and he sets up a Calm Mind or something, that could be bad. I think I just let Steelix go down, but then again, Jirachi is really nice. So I think I'm just going to go into my switch-in Noodles. I think it's my best switch-in, 100% of the time. I didn't think about Calm Mind, but I'm pretty sure I can break Noodles. I mean, Tangrowth. Noodles to Tangrowth. To a Keldeo. Let's see what he went for. I go into my Noodles here. And he just goes for a Skull. Please don't burn. Please don't burn. Please don't burn. He does burn. That kind of sucks nuts, but it's all good. So I don't see him staying in here whatsoever. So I think I'm just going to go for a knockoff, just to knock off whatever item wants to come in. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a knockoff. I could Giga Drain. But he does get the burn. And did we see Life Orb? No, we did not see Life Orb. So let's calc this. Keldeo, all out attacker. Skull will do 19 to 22% to my Noodles, the Tangrowth, which is the wrong set. No. Please, no. Oh, no. It's right there. Oh, it's right here too. Relax. Is that right? Relaxed. Okay, I need to double check that. Relaxed. Okay, oh my god, thank god. It's okay. So, before I make this play, I need to think. Before I make this play, I need to stop and I need to think. So Skull did 19 to 22%, and this Skull did 13%. So maybe my prediction of a Scarf would be right, because if we go to no item, which is no boosting item of the water, it does 12 to 15%, and this did 13%. So we're not saying he's 100% Scarfed, but what we are saying is that I'm going to go for the knockoff, yep. He's not Scarf, but he's not Spec. So I'm just going to go for knockoff on this Jirachi. Knock off whatever item it wants to come for. I knock off its Sugarberry. So we do see the Sugarberry, which is really, really useful to knock off, because now I know I can just come in with Steelix or Dugtrio. I'm just going to come in with Steelix, though. I can't switch in on Dugtrio, obviously. I'm going to switch out, obviously, and I'm going to get my my Regenerator back, which is awesome. As I wonder what he's going to go for here. As he just goes for a U-turn, which is a good play on his part. He can now get some momentum here, as he just goes back out into Keldeo. So I'm really sure this thing is Scarfed. So Noodles, how are you already thinking, bro? His Jirachi, what percent is his Jirachi on? 53. I'm just going to go out to Noodles. It's my safest switch in here. It's definitely my safest switch in. I don't want to over-predict or anything and make a silly mistake. I think he may go for an Icy Wind or something here to do a little bit more damage. Let's see what happens. As he goes for a Focus Blast, that does 45% to me, which is crazy. That's crazy. But what I can do now is I can get my Regenerator back, and I can just go out into Bruce, the Crobat. I'm I'm going to boost the Crobat here, which I need to keep around. I really think that this thing is... I really think this thing is Scarfed. Really think this thing is Scarfed with Focus Blast. So that's good to know that he's got Focus Blast, because I actually planned for Secret Sword, which is why that did a little bit more than I expected. But Secret Sword would have done about 23% to me, which is cool. And Giga Drain would have done a lot, but I think he just goes out into Jirachi here, possibly. If he does, I can just roost up, as hopefully he goes for a U-turn, and then he's in a bit of a spot because he doesn't want to go into Skuntank. If he goes into Skuntank, I'll just go straight out into... actually, if I U-turn on the Skuntank, I can just go out into... I don't want to go into Dugtrio, actually, because it traps the Jirachi, which is really useful. And this Keldeo is actually a massive problem. Noodles didn't quite counter it in the way that I wanted it to. Did not quite counter it in the way that I wanted to, but I'm pretty sure it's Scarfed. I'm pretty certain it's Scarfed. And I think... I mean, he's behind right now for sure. But he can pull some cheeky doubles. But me going out into bat, I don't know if he wants to predict that, because he knows that I need to keep this thing around, and I can just regenerate it around, which is really cool for me. So he does pull a double out into Watch, though. He goes out into the Jirachi, which is really cool, because what I can do is I can put my double out into the Crobat, and I want to keep this thing healthy, so I mean, I could go for a Super Fang. That could be really cool. But I'm just going to roost knowing that I'm faster than this thing. I'm just going to roost knowing that I'm faster than this thing. So I go for the roost here, see what he wants to go for. As he goes for a Thunder Wave. That sucks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Super Fang here. Oh no, he's going to Iron Head 100%. So... actually, I'm just going to Super Fang. I think he's going to U-turn. He does indeed Iron Head. As I do get flinch, of course. Now I'm just going to go out to Roadman here. I'm just going to go out to Roadman here. T-Wave Jirachi, that's really good. That's really scary. Really scary, in fact. It's really scary. Definitely a scary combination. I should have gone straight out into Steelix. I would have been in a really good position. I could have just EQ'd and it would have hurt something. So I'm going to Steelix. Hope he just goes for another Iron Head here. He goes for another Iron Head here, so that's awesome for me. That's really good for me. So I don't see him staying in. I think he's going to go for a U-turn. I'm just going to go for an Earthquake here. It's going to hurt anything. He does go for U-turn. I was tempted to Roar, but then what does that really do for me? Not that much, if I'm honest. Not that much, if I'm honest. So he goes out into the Amoonguss, which is cool. Definitely cool. I'm just going to go for an Earthquake here. I don't see him going for a Spore or whatsoever. And I don't see him going for a Sludge Bomb. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to Noodles and I'm going to try to get some Regenerator back. As he may try and predict a double into my Crobat and go out into something like the... Jirachi, because Crobat is definitely in a bit of a spot of bother now, and every time the good thing about it though is every time Amoonguss comes in, it's a safe switch in, but I need to be able to get a roost off, so I need him to go for the move, the Spore, the Giga Drain, the Sludge Bomb, whatever. I can take them all. I can take them all on the chin. I can definitely take them all on the chin. This is such an intense match. It's crazy. Because it's just, I'm ahead just, but that two-wave Iron Head really tipped it, so it's kind of way more balanced now. But I've still got Absol in the back. But the Keldeo is Scarfed. So, and I think I can get a Sword Stance off against Amoonguss with my Absol, which is lovely. And then I can go for Sucker Punch against the Jirachi. I can Earthquake both the Jirachi and the Skuntank. So the question is, how do I take out this bloody Keldeo? That's the question. That is the question. So what I want to find out is how much Keldeo does to a Crobat. Because Keldeo is a bit of a problem right now. And his Skull is going to do about 50% to me. So I go into my Tangrowth here. As he just goes for a Sludge Bomb and takes out my Tangrowth. Wow, that was a bad play. Melon, what are you doing? Oh noes, oh noes, oh noes. So he went for the Sludge Bomb on my... on my Steelix. He went for the Sludge Bomb. That was a good play. That was a very good play. So... okay, so Skuntank. Okay, so we're gonna go to Absol here. Actually, no, wait. Okay. So, okay, so we're gonna go to Steelix. Steelix here, Roadman. Let's find out what type of Amoonguss this is. I think it might be defensive. So, Amoonguss. Well, I should have just gone out into Crobat. Should have just gone out to Crobat. So Earthquake should do 25 to 29% if you are mixed, and my Earthquake from my thing did 22%. So that tells me that you, my friend, are max defensive, right? 252 in defense, and maybe not bold but calm. Because if you're bold, could be maybe a max roll bold. Yeah, could have been max roll bold. So you're very, very defensive. So Dugtrio. Wow, you do nothing. Cool. Okay, so Dugtrio, we need to save your ass. I should brought Embor. No point worrying about that now, though. Okay, so Absol. Knockoff does about 37 to 43%. A Swords Dance. If you're +2, I don't think I'm going to sweep now. Knockoff does 73 to 86%. He can go for a Giga Drain, get that health so it won't take him out, and do less than half to me though. Then he just comes in with Keldeo. Keldeo. How do I win this match now? How do I win this match? So if I go into Bruce here, I can roost up as he goes down to Jirachi. Then what I can do is I'm slower than Jirachi, so I can go for a slow U-turn. If he wants to Iron Head me, then that's cool. But I'm pretty sure he's going to U-turn out of there, as last time I stayed in. So maybe he pulls a double out into Keldeo, because that pretty much does so much to him. So I'm going to Bruce here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roost up. Super Fang. No. I'm going to roost up here. Falshao, I'm going to roost up here. Okay. As he goes out into Skuntank, actually. He goes out into Skuntank as I'm going to get fully paralyzed. That sucks. It's Pokemon. It's Pokemon, man. Okay. Yes, I just hissed that Pokemon. Okay. That's really annoying because I need to Crobat as much health as possible. I'm just going to try and roost again here, see what he wants to go for. He goes for a Crunch. He does indeed take me out, which is kind of expected. So I'm going to go into Dugtrio here. The thing is, though, is Keldeo just comes in after I take this thing out and wins. I needed that roost quite badly. Maybe I should have just gone out into Steelix. So I think I'm going to take anything from Steelix. I think I'm just going to go into Dugtrio here. I'm pretty sure he's talking to people in the chat. So, I mean, oh, why didn't I count this? Ah! Why did I not count this? Let's hope this kills, shall we? Sucker Punch. Oh, Sucker Punch takes me out. I'm just going for Earthquake. Hopefully he doesn't have Sucker Punch. As he switches out, but he eats carrots. He's So he's one of the items that allows him to switch out. Okay, that's really good planning on his part. He's 100% going for Giga Drain. As I think I have to win with Absol now. So what do I have to get Absol? I'm not winning this match now. Okay. If I can get to +4, Caldio. Choose Scarf Caldio. Maybe I risk you not being Scarf, that's the only way I win. Sucker Punch is 73 to 86%, what do you want? Caldio, give me your health, please. I'm pretty sure it's taken 2 Stealth Rocks damage, so if I can get to +4, which I might be able to, I just spam Earthquake. I go for Earthquake here, I go for Sword Dance plus Sword Dance, then I Sucker Punch everything. Skuntank, are you taking a +4 Sucker Punch? Are you taking a +4 Sucker Punch? Are you taking a +4 Sucker Punch? No, you're not at the health you're at. You're 88%. It's a roll, but a roll massively in my favor. Okay, then we go to Absol. We go to Absol, Red Bull. We go to Amoongus. Defensive. Side Bump, it's a roll. It's a roll if I can live 2. But then he can just go out into Caldio straight off the bat. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Earthquake here. Just 43%. As he is going to Giga Drain and take me out. So he doesn't get that much health back because I have about 0 health. I have a chance to win here. If I spam Sword Stance and he goes for Giga Drain twice, I live that, then I have a chance to win. But here's the thing, if he goes out into Caldio right now, he basically wins, because there's no chance of me going for Play Rough in his mind, right? So what I'm going to do, this is such a risky play, so I don't know if I want to play for differential or not. No, I want to play to win. But the question is, Sword Stance or Play Rough? Okay, let me count one more thing. I really would like to win this match if I can. Caldio, Scarf, with Focus Blast. Just 38 to 45% to my Noodles, which means he doesn't have a boosting item. Don't know what other item he'd be. He has to be Scarf. I don't see him. Is he going to go into Caldio? Or is he just going to attack me? I don't know. I don't know. I think I just Sword Stance. Or do I not just Sword Stance? That's the question. I really want to click Play Rough, but I'm going to click Sword Stance. So I make a roll, I make the right play, well, right-ish play. I'll go for a Sword Stance. He goes for a Clear Smog. Well, shit. I'm just going to knock off here. That is going to be GG to Schady and the Bayern Munich. That's really well played on his behalf. Really well played on his behalf. He got the Clear Smog for my Absol directly. I go for the knockoff. It doesn't even take him out. Is he going to go for another Clear Smog, I guess? Yeah, he just goes for another Clear Smog here. There's no reason for him not to. And I think a Play Rough might kill. There's no reason for him to switch out. I'm going to go for a knockoff again. I'm going for a knockoff. I'm going to take out the Amoongus. This is not looking good right now. It looks like he just goes out into Caldio and wins the match. Yes, he does indeed. So, unless he decides he wants to go for Focus Blast and misses, I'm pretty sure he wins. So he goes for a Scald. He does indeed take out my Absol. That was very well played by Schady. I did think I had him on the back foot for a second. with Dugtrio taking out the Diancie early, but alas, it was just too much for me taking on Schady and the Bayern Munich. As he does go for another Scald, and he takes out my Roadman, the Steelix. That was a good game. GG, bro. Definitely got outplayed there. He played really, really well. I'm going to look through it and see where I misplayed. I think I misplayed. Twiv, let me think about the battle. Oh yeah, going into Tangrowth on the Amoongus. I should have just gone into Steelix. Steelix was not that important. I had other answers for the Jirachi. I could outspeed it, etc. So yeah, I think I should have just gone into Steelix there instead of the Tangrowth. I was trying to get cheeky and trying to get my health back, but alas, he did put me on the back throat with some plays in the middle there. But that's gonna be all from me today, guys. If you guys did enjoy today's battle, please leave that like rating down below. If you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe for more GPC content. Next week, I promise, will be a team builder, and there should be a draft analysis. If it's not up already coming up, but it should be up. It should definitely be up. But that's gonna be it from me. So I will smell you guys later.